All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome to Pressing Buttons. Today, this is our first episode, and what better way to open up the first episode than an episode about E3? Yes, the first episode is the E3 special, and with me is D. State your name.
Oh, it's D. My username tag is Young Mizuno, and I only play PlayStation games. I play PC games, but nobody's allowed to play against me.
And the next and the next person with me is CJ. State your gamer tag.
My name is CJ. I'm doing Fight to Life, and my gamer tag is Kusanagi02, and I didn't do it. I'm innocent.
I'm mad as you said you're doing 5 to life. How do you get a minimum of 5 to life?
First off,
because I'm black in America.
How does it go from 5 years?
First of all, if you have any numbered sentence to life because you're black, the minimum is 30. You know that.
First off, I'm unassuming, so they kind of gave me, No.
It's not that you're unassuming. They took a shot at you and missed. That's how they gave you 5.
This is true, but no, my gamer tag is Kusanagi02. PC and PS4 mainly. I had an Xbox for a hot minute during the heyday of Halo 2, and then I promptly sold it because I didn't care much for that system.
I'm sorry.
I cannot blame you for that.
Oh yeah, and I have a Wii, and I'm about to get a Switch soon, so I'm pretty much Nintendo, Sony, and PC at this stage.
Yeah,
which in a way is kind of the only route for you really to go. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shout outs to Xbox for going fully backwards compatible across the board. I mean, Gen 1, 360, and of course regular Xbox One games, as well as a whole bunch of downloadable titles. All that is great. All the old games have been, They've all been upscaled to fit 1080p or at the very minimum of 720, which is nice. Yeah, so which has me looking at Sony over at Sony like, hey yo, PlayStation, what's going on with y'all? Why is PS Now messing up?
You know what? I don't know what. As a dude that actually used PS Now, twice actually, it's not bad. It's just janky as all fuck.
Well, it's Sony. It's like when it starts off, it's janky as fuck off the rip.
I heard it's better now because I heard it's a little bit better now, but it's that's like somebody telling me that Street Fighter 5 is better now. So it's like,
well, you mean me like 2 years ago? And I was like, come on, guys, it's so much better now.
It's so much better now. You know what? I was with it till the first update. That's how I was, and after that, it's like, look, dog, this is as far as it gets. But I never understood that. You know what? Now, because somebody tell me this, because I think I got this wrong. Have Nintendo done that? Because I think Nintendo hasn't done it either. They have
That's funny you mentioned that. Nintendo
they have, didn't they?
No, Nintendo just started. No, I can't even say that. No, what Nintendo has is the Vault. They got the digital vault
and the virtual
store.
Yeah.
Their virtual store of old games from Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, from the NES, Super NES, Genesis. I think some Mega. What is it? Not Mega Drive. The one that came before the Genesis.
Mega Drive.
No, the Mega Drive is the Genesis in Europe and Japan.
The regular Sega.
That's what it was. Sega Master System games. Maybe like 1 or 2 Sega CD games.
Did they open up the vault, or are they still like ice?
It's the fucking Disney Vault. Like, we're not going to release it until we make money.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what we got going on, by the way, is we have what we got with Nintendo is the Nintendo Online. They now have a paid online system of $20 a month. What started out as okay with the free NES games that they drop into your lap has now fallen into lackluster.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the funny thing. I feel that Sony, like where Xbox will swing, miss, take 3 strikes and you're out. I feel that Sony hits these fly balls that just linger up there and you're just waiting for it to fail out. Nintendo fucking hits itself in the fucking face with the bat and just lays out. Like, for some reason, I feel that everybody fucks up in their own way. Nintendo fucks up in ways where it's like, your.
It's the obvious stuff that they fuck up on if you think about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to Nintendo, it's like you're way better than
Like,
this.
you're out of pocket, Nintendo. What the
Way
fuck,
better
man?
than this. Same thing goes, and the same thing goes with Sony. Sony does two things. Either A, they're on the side of gamers and they do good shit for gamers, and then out of nowhere it's like Sony's Drake, where it's like it's really cool and it's nice and it's awesome, and then here comes fuckboy Drake, and then you don't give a fuck what the fuck they're doing. And that's Sony. Sony was like, no, we won't do cross-platform shit. No, we won't. Why? Why? Because it's cool? No, we won't do that.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, yes, everybody, God of War. Yeah, what would you... Oh, shit, God of War. What were we all mad about it again?
I mean, that's to Sony's credit, though. It's just they know where... It's like they hit that line, and they know people are going to come back. Because I said it before with E3, when it comes to all four consoles, Nintendo and Sony have first-party games that keep people coming back. And you're looking at Microsoft, like, Microsoft does this shit where it's like, so Microsoft, what about your first party? Hey, guys, Gears and Halo. And I'm like, yeah, but
That's
what about the others?
Even though it came out that Double Fine has officially made himself Microsoft, and here's me. Y'all weren't?
I know, right?
Right.
Bill Gates didn't come to your house and put a dump truck full of money for you already?
There's only like 3 games on PlayStation that's made by Double Fine.
First of all, hold on. First of all, CJ, it wasn't a dump truck full of cash. It was a Canyonero filled with cash.
Fair enough.
Shout outs to the Simpsons.
Simpsons reference on that, nigga.
Canyonero.
I thought about that the other day. No, I was at work and a guy pulled past us in this big yellow Hummer, obnoxious, fat-looking Hummer with all the bells and whistles. And I just heard Lamar, because this is a video game show. I heard Lamar from GTA 5 saying, "Oh, this nigga got the baby dick."
Oh man, shout out to GTA 5, man, for continuing to be the gift that keeps on giving.
Did you happen to look in the driver's side window and see if he got that old yee haircut?
For a Spanish nigga, yeah. I don't know what the fuck he doing. He was doing that weird Fluffy. That nigga, I forgot his name.
Oh, that dude. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, like the comedian that always calls himself not fat but fluffy.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, Gabriel Iglesias. He had this little short haircut going on, but he had this little ugly ass goatee where you look like that nigga penciled that shit. This nigga, I was straight up, nah, for real. This nigga got the baby dick, yeah. Ain't no way that Hummer is way too fucking big. Like, it's one thing when you see that's regional for us, but when you see a dude in a conversion van and you just hear a subwoofer in that joint and you see lights, that's one thing. But then there's the Hummer. It's a Hummer. That's why, number one. Anyway, so
let's get cracking on this list because we got a boatload of stuff here. Let's go ahead and kick off the first night. I was gonna say the first night of E3. Microsoft graced us with.
No, sir. You skipped EA, sir.
I mean, let's be real. No. Hold on, D. I got this. Let's be real. It was EA, and
yeah.
That whole conference could have been summed up in
I mean, let's be real.
Seriously, it could have been summed up in 10 minutes plus commercials.
I feel the need to sit there and talk about EA though because okay, so here's the thing. Just to get it out the way right now. So Jedi Fallen Order, I love it, but I still have trepidations because it's EA.
Yeah. See, I'm not. Look, when I saw the game, I said, "Oh my god, this game looks really, really good." Like, I genuinely want to play a Star Wars game. This game looks like I want to play it. It looked like something that was on
a better version of Force Unleashed, essentially.
Like, yeah, it was like a better version of Force Unleashed with a little bit of like the Arkham series thrown in and like some other stuff. It looked fun. But I know because it's EA that there is some dirty, rotten BS that's behind it. There's something. I can't pinpoint what it is, but I know it's gonna be something stupid that's gonna make me want to toss this game out of my car going 70 miles an hour.
I know for a fact that all three of us have that same fucking feeling. Here's the one thing I'm gonna say, and it's controversial because you can look at my history and see, like, D, you play FIFA all the time, so you're a little bit, forgiving to EA. No, I'm not. Let me make that very clear. No, the fuck I'm not.
EA, yeah, D might play FIFA, but he's still on some fuck EA status. It's just begrudgingly why he's kicking a soccer ball in the game. So
you ain't fucking lying. Do you know how many times I have just like played that game after EA done some dumb shit?
I call D up and D like I'm playing FIFA. I thought you said you hated that game, D. I know, but soccer is life.
Yeah, like this football, like nigga, football is life, dude.
My bad. Football is life. Sorry.
It don't matter. It don't matter. But the point is, I played it. I'm just like, and like, not even I'm playing it, but I have this, and it's controversial. I think they're gonna nail it. I have all y'all guys' feelings. I share all your feelings. I don't trust none of it, actually. But you want to know the truth? I think they're gonna nail it. I think they are. I don't know why. Something's telling me they're gonna nail it. Now, real talk. If I can be really realistic, I think it will go off without a hitch, but real talk is going to have some type of janky problem with it. It ain't going to last that long because people will get over it, but it's going to be something kind of janky. Are they going to have microtransactions? They said they wasn't, right?
They said they weren't, but hold on. They said they weren't. They said, D, first of all, they said they weren't, but we know, God, it's EA. It's EA. Yeah. Every time they say something, what I'm talking about. It's every time they say something, they'll say one thing and they'll do 10 other things that goes completely against what they said they weren't going to do.
So, just an announcement for everybody. Black women, you see what we're doing? We understand how it feels now. All you black women scoring by ain't shit niggas, and you keep going back to them, we understand why. EA is my ain't shit nigga.
Yeah.
Like, no.
We all have
Get out the house, nigga.
We all have that one company where we're just undyingly loyalty to, despite that shit. So yeah.
Exactly, because we all get that moment. Get out the house, Derek. Leave me alone. No, stop kissing me, nigga. Get off my neck. Bye. Leave. Oh, that looked fun. Now you fucking them. So that's EA, and I hate EA. I really do. I can't stand this. Look, we don't even need to go into it, but you know what I mean.
But the only thing I really want to say about EA was Fallen Order looks good. It's the only game, and season 2 for Apex Legends. That's about it. Didn't care.
Battlefield. My takeaway from Battlefield: maps, guys, maps. Yeah. Great. Yeah. FIFA D pointed out something here. We're getting street soccer in that game.
Yes, we're getting street soccer. They didn't show much.
Hold on, I still, just to point out something of the whole street soccer thing. I really, like I said this to D, and I'm still standing by it. I wish EA would give us back EA Sports Big. Give us the
You don't want that, sir. You think you do, but you don't want it.
No, I'm going to say yes to it for one reason. You remember how Capcom was making a whole lot of games at one point, and it was just bonanza of different titles they were putting out? Mm-hmm. EA did that with their sports titles in the 2000s.
I mean, they were fun.
Yeah, they did. They still do rugby, if I'm mistaken, but they did rugby. They did soccer, football, basketball, college basketball, college baseball. They did baseball. Arena League. They did everything, and they just had a bigger palette at the time. And the EA Sports big thing was another way for them to use a couple of development houses that they bought out, and eventually crushed under their hand. Eris. That's the reason why you don't hear about EA Sports big anymore. It got swallowed by Unicron.
Yeah, it got swallowed by Unicron and eventually turned into EA Games Challenge Everything.
EA, but anyway, when it comes to the street soccer, they didn't show much gameplay of it, which I'm waiting for. But as far as the gameplay, they showed that the defense is different, the offense is different, kind of. But the one thing they got that's better, that's going to really change the game up, and I can't wait to play it for that, is the free kick is different and the penalty shots are different. And it brings, and real talk, if you played FIFA, that bring it. If you see how it is, the trajectory and all they show on it, nigga, it is going to change the way we fucking play that game. Shit is going to be 10 times as more tense. It's going to be good fucking football going on and that fucking shit. Here's the problem. D never trusts EA when I never trust a FIFA title or a Madden title that brings in something new the first year. Because the second year is always either perfected or polished very well. So, I'm not going to get 20. Just real talk. I'm not getting the game. If I get it, it was on sale for $10. That's the only way I'll get the shit, man. Real talk. Oh yeah, and Madden is the same old piece of shit.
Well, I don't know why you're surprised by that. That's
I know, Eris. This is not surprise. This is just frustration.
Madden has been that way for nearly a decade.
No. Chris, you know what? No, Chris, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for him, Chris. I'm gonna say it for him, and I'm gonna say it for every nerd that always did this to us, Chris. Madden has been the same since 1991.
I would venture to say, at least to me, because I'm biased as shit. I think after 2K5 went under, Madden just coasted.
Yes, it did.
Madden went for easy layups every single year at that point, to the point where it got bored.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem about that. Number one, there were Madden loyalists, me included. I was a part of that. And then you had the amount of money that was coming in from Madden compared to 2K. It was 2K had no chance. That's the sad part about that story that a lot of people don't like to talk about. 2K had no chance against Madden. Madden just had way too many sales. So when Madden got the official license from the NFL to be the exclusive game maker for it, the fuck is trying something new, Chris?
Yeah.
For real. They have taken more shit out than they put into that game. That's what's fucking pissing me off about Madden. They talked about the scramble system like it's something new. All right, Chris. They said all you gotta do is press X and see you're out of it and you can scramble. Press X again and you're back and your highlights come back up. Here's me. That's in every goddamn Madden since like what, the mid 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question.
You're fixing a feature that's already in the game.
D, let me ask you this question. Do you still miss franchise mode?
I'm sorry, what happened?
No, he said, do you miss franchise mode?
Oh.
You remember build? Hold on. Remember build the stadium?
You gotta miss that.
Create a stadium. I miss franchise mode. I do.
I mean, last time I did franchise was 2K5. That was the last time I did anything like that. So
you just said something that used to always be in the games. They took it out. I knew that was coming. And then look, here's the fun part about all this. Last time I played Madden, I got Madden 17, and like I said, I really hate the fucking titles now. I really do. I hate that, and I hate that I don't like them because sometimes the game glitches out, and it's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm challenged. You know what I'm saying? Something's new, and then all of a sudden the game says, "EA,
you're fucked."
And then I play the game. Like I said, I beat franchise mode in under 4 years. I broke the game. I'm like, yo, this thing is so fucking stupid. All right, anyway, Madden sucks. Let's get off of EA.
Also to end it off on a good note, Sims, you can finally go in open water gameplay and play with the dolphins and fishes. Yay.
Oh. Shut up, Chris.
But anyways.
I mean, no, seriously, shout outs to Sims 4. I'm glad to see and hear that people are still playing that game since 2014. Good on you guys.
And it bounced back because remember, nobody was playing it at first, man, because all the fucking glitches and, EA just, sliding this big greasy cock into it and just like fucking up a lot of the shit that you could normally do. But you know what? It bounced back very well. So good for the Sims. It's still rolling, man.
Well, then, so now that we're done with EA, we're going to move on to the next thing I got on my notes here. Microsoft. Okay, whether you loved it or hated the presentation. They dropped some decent gems in what should have honestly been a 30-minute press conference.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna start off with with one of the things that we showed. Cyberpunk. Yeah, I'm gonna come right out with it. Cyberpunk 2077. Let's be honest, we were all going to get this game. I know I was going to get it, but now everybody is pretty much forced to get it because our good old boy, John Wick, a.k.a. Keanu Reeves, is in the game.
I'll say this. I'm never one to complain about celebs being in video games. And the only reason why I take exception, putting the exception to the rule on this one, what I'm about to say, is because Kojima always wanted to do Hollywood shit, so I expect it out of him. I really feel Keanu coming out for Cyberpunk 2077 was a Hail Mary play for that game.
It was, but it was gonna. But I mean, it worked.
It was gonna sell anyway, though.
Well,
it was gonna sell.
Because I mean, to me, it felt like an '80s version of what the fuck was that game that came out recently? The game shit.
Watch Dogs?
No, not Watch Dogs. It's the other one. Damn it! I just had it in my head too.
Mark Echoes getting up.
No. As a like a robotic dude, and you had all those things, and it was like stealth.
Oh, you mean what is it? Far Cry 3, the Blood Dragon?
Not Far Cry 3, but the other one.
The Blood Dragon. The DLC.
No. This guy has like cyber implants and all that shit too in it as well. Damn it! I just had it in my head. Whatever. It reminds me of that game a little bit, just in an 80s stylized version. I'm fine with it and stuff, but I mean, like you said, people probably will buy it. I'm just kind of like, all right, let's see what happens.
I mean, I'm already interested. I mean, I was already interested in the game because I'm all about that whole cyberpunk image, and I'm more interested in what the soundtrack is going to be. So I'm looking forward to that. Game looks good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The
other thing that was... I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
Play was look at the gameplay. I'm sorry. Looking at the gameplay. It is interesting how you is at least what I saw was just the first person. So, but other than that, especially the fact make choices on what you say, shit like that. It feels like Mass Effect, like that type of thing. You know what I mean? Where all your choices have fucking all your fucking choices actually have consequence. You know what I mean? So, I love those games, man. I think they're all improving and shit. So, I'm ready for it, bro.
Hey CJ, were you thinking of Deus Ex?
Yes, Deus Ex.
I thought so. I thought that was the game.
Wow. Yeah, that didn't cross my mind, man. Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to Cyberpunk. Looking forward to hearing more about it. Next game that dropped on us, Blair Witch. How y'all feel about that?
I mean,
embarrassingly, I didn't even see the trailer. I did not.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I
didn't even look at it.
I gotta be real about this. I'm one of those people where I don't care much about Blair Witch to warrant, really caring much about it. Because I'm like, the Blair Witch was something that just... real talk. Blair Witch to me was something that happened, and it's just like, all right, that was the 90s, and I don't fucking care anymore.
Why did you just claim it as that's the 90s?
It is. It's fucking the Blair Witch Project. I'm supposed to give a shit about that now? I'm supposed to care.
Okay. I mean, look. Okay, all right. Let me ask you guys this then. Well, more so CJ this. So, watching the same trailer, if this game was not called Blair Witch, would you be hyped for it?
Not really. Not really.
That's a good question. That's always a good question.
Because seriously, the trailer had me, it had me intrigued. Like I was going with it. I'm like, yo, this looks kind of sick. Like I'm digging what they're doing. The dog runs off and disappears, and then we got all sorts of stuff happening inside of a house, and stuff is happening all over the forest, and I'm like, yo, I wouldn't mind giving this game a shot. Like if they were sending out, they were sending out like beta test or free Steam keys to, for people to review it, I'd like to jump on a chance of doing that.
I mean, who doesn't like free stuff? But I mean, I don't know. It's just I'm at a point right now with those kind of games where I just don't care much about it too, because it's like, I don't know. It's like how I am with like scary movies and shit. It's like I don't care. It's fine.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, when I saw all that stuff, I was digging it, and then the title dropped and it's Blair Witch. I'm like, what? Like, it's like I got sucker punched out of nowhere. Like, wait, what? What is this called? Like, okay, all right, this is Blair Witch. Like, still, I'm interested in what's going on. Don't really care about the title.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, maybe I'll buy it. I mean, if it comes up as like the PlayStation free game of the month, I'll probably play it and stuff. But like, I'm not like jumping over hoops in order to get it and stuff. So that's just where I sit at with the stuff.
I'm looking forward to checking it. Like me, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Like whenever it drops.
Oh yeah, you forgot Ninja Theory's game Bleeding Edge, aka Try Hard Overwatch.
Yo!
See, first of all, I wasn't forgetting that. I was, like I said, I got a list of games. Don't worry, we're going to go down them. All right. No, I was just about to get to Bleeding Edge. So, other than the fact that we got a super edgelord title, what y'all think?
I mean, it's like Overwatch except with Ninja Theory type characters.
You are not lying. You are not lying about that at all. Like when I first saw this, I said, "Yo, did Overwatch just get an expansion?"
Nope. This actually Overwatch is more polished than this game, by the way. Just FYI on that.
No, you ain't lying. I mean,
it's way more polished. For me, Squidward meme. Look up, go back to suntanning. I'm serious. That made no impression on me.
I mean,
I was like, fake Overwatch, man.
I mean, there's been quite a few.
New about it. That's the thing that killed me. There's nothing new about it either, man.
There was quite a few games this year at E3 that you looked at and go, "This is just so and so with a new coat of paint."
It was like, you know what I actually said? Who the fuck made this again? Ninja Theory. Yeah, I knew it.
Fucking knew it.
Like, so Ninja Theory made this. Still can't get a sequel to Heavenly Sword, huh?
Do you really want a sequel to Heavenly Sword? I mean, just saying.
No.
You know what?
First of all, CJ. First of all, I'm not even being serious when I say, can we get a sequel to Heavenly Sword? I'm not. That'd be just like me asking for a sequel to Odyssey: Journey to the West.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
I don't want a sequel to either of those games. I'm joking, okay?
Okay. Hey, look, some people are serious about these things. I just had to be sure.
Hey, look, some people I get it. Some people want a sequel to Gex. I don't know why.
Because people are stupid, that's why.
But I'm not serious. I don't need a sequel to those games, and no, I don't really. I didn't really care too much about about
Gex,
not over.
I'm still mad that there's an audience for Gex. I'm not saying the game was bad. It was an entertaining platform.
No, why? No. Why is there still an audience for that?
Dude, there's an audience for Gex just like there's an audience for Bubsy.
But then I can't sit there and complain because I'm the audience I'm the audience for fucking Medieval, so I can't really talk per se. So
exactly.
Bubsy, nigga.
First of all, CJ, I know you were ready to throw something out the window in happiness when you saw that reveal of Medieval coming back.
Look,
they
already have my money. I'm already buying the Crash Team Racing HD shit that's coming out. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying those are the happy times of Sony. That's basically all it is.
But going back to not Overwatch, Bleeding Edge. Character designs interesting. I'm digging the designs of the characters. I like how they look. It's just they look.
Just went on here and just used like all the unused characters from DMC for fucking this game. If that's the case, but then again, they might end up using it for like the upcoming DLC for the game and shit. So I'm
about to say don't say that, CJ. You know all it takes is one DLC drop.
Hey guys, you remember not Virgil and Dante? It's great, right?
They'll be thrown into the game. So now we got our game. I don't know how much of it is you guys, but it's definitely my game, and it's a game I would love to have all three of us play on Twitch together. Battletoads.
Bruh, I already knew that was coming. I think we saw that coming when they came when one of them came in Killer Instinct. So it was just a case of, in what iteration are we getting Battletoads? Are we going to get that 3D version like in Killer Instinct, or are we going to get the 2.5D?
Well,
We
it's
get
gone
2.5D.
It's 2.5D with the art style of Castle Crashers,
Yeah,
which is
which
interesting.
works.
It
Same.
worked. It's pretty much a reboot. It's a reboot of the original game. It definitely looks fun. It looks like
as soon as you heard,
yeah. As soon as you heard that pause menu, I'm like, oh, it's coming. It's coming. The only question I gotta ask is now: is this game going to be NES hard?
Nah. I think it's going to be like the Strider thing that Capcom came out with, where it's like, it's not hard, but it has
Strider?
a challenge.
Hold on, you're talking about 2015 Strider?
Where it's like, it's not hard. It's just one of those like, I mean, you get past certain things, you'll be fine. So, that's how I see it, at least.
Well,
I wanted I know you was gonna ask, like, we gotta all play that. I hate that game. I always hated Battletoads.
Like the guy you see that guy that did this shit blindfolded?
I always hated that. I didn't like. I played it all the time. I think I played that game all the time as a kid.
I mean, I use Game Genie to beat it. I have no shame on that shit. So
I've rented it 3 times. Nigga. I rented it 3 times, and I tried my best to beat that shit naturally, and I tried to beat it on a Game Gear, and I still couldn't for some fucking reason.
Lucky.
I hate the game. I still hate the game, man. But you know what we always heard during all these years? Oh, man, they got to put The Simpsons back out. They got to put Turtles in Time out. They got to put this out. So, in the midst of all that, they got to bring certain things back. Battletoads just lingered. And I was like, God, they're going to make it one day. Because these marks are all going to get together one day. And they're finally going to make it happen.
Well, first of all,
it took long enough.
No, for me, I thought they were gonna hit us with the doozy and give us Battletoads Double Dragon.
You're asking too much.
Look, am I the only one that liked that game? Give me a break.
I mean, that was the crossover of the century right there at the time.
No. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, Eris, and I'm gonna look you dead in the face while drinking my water. Yeah, it's a small community.
Not my fault. That game.
That's the same community that probably liked the Double Dragon cartoon, didn't you?
Oh God, no.
Cartoon is one of the weirdest things that 3 black geeks need to probably force ourselves to watch.
You thought the fucking live action show was crazy. That fucking cartoon was just like, so you're just selling toys at this point, right? All right, cool, bet, gotcha.
Wait, but they had a live action show?
I'd be that same guy that would be like, oh God, like the Double Dragon cartoon? God, get that out of here. Bring on that Battletoads cartoon. No, that's my jam.
At this point, I'm just going to be like, yo, just give me Street Sharks. Fuck it.
I don't even remember. Look, Battletoads was so bad, I blocked a lot of that out. It falls in that same category of Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars, and for some reason, a show I actually liked, Mad Max, not Mad Max,
Mighty Max.
It's like Mad Max cartoon featuring Mel Gibson spouting anti-Semitism is crazy.
No, he was like, I was like, but for real, I all fell in that same category. I just didn't like it like that. But like I said, it just lingered in there. I can't believe there are enough fans that are really fucking hyped about Battletoads.
First of all, D, I don't know if you watch enough speed. I don't know if you watch a lot of speed runs, but Battletoads is probably one of the most entertaining games to watch for a speed run.
Yeah.
I guess, man. I don't know. Like I said, I grew to hate that game. I really did.
All right. Well, the next game on the list is a game I definitely want to get my hands on, and that's Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
I didn't care much for it. I mean, that's where I sit at least.
I mean, look, I like artsy stuff as far as games go. I mean, hey, shout outs to Rayman Legends 1 and 2. Those games were amazing. Wonderful.
I mean, Rayman was always great, which was always
they're not even games in my opinion. They're like pieces of moving art.
Look at this nigga.
They are.
Look at this nigga. It's like moving art. Now, I can say that about Rayman because it's just very cartoony. and it's done very well. You know what I mean? So I understand what you mean by that. But as far as damn, I was gonna say,
I mean,
but
all
as
I'm saying is I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing it. It looks good.
it looks good, bro. I give you that. It does look good, but I have no interest in it. I really don't.
All right, so let me ask you. So let's see. How about Wasteland 3? Anything, you guys?
You mean Wasteland 3? You mean Borderlands 3?
No. Wasteland 3. It's another game that was launched as game that was coming.
Oh,
I didn't see that one. I must have seen that one. I didn't see nothing about that.
that has my interest a little bit, but like I said, it's just one of those, like, I want to see more of what they're going to offer to make me give a shit about it, you know?
I feel you. How about Psychonauts?
Yeah, I'm in, because I played
No,
the original one on PS2, and I've been waiting for a while, and I just
I'm not
kind
not a part of. I can admit I'm not a part of that cult, so I'm not super hyped for it. So,
yeah.
but I knew people were gonna flip this shit. I knew they're like, For real, Chris?"
Yeah, I played the original one on PS2. Like, that was...
And that's the thing about Psychonauts fans. They like, "Oh yeah, it's a good game. You can't tell me otherwise." I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool," because I feel that way about a comic.
I mean, now
So
that Double Fine has officially been picked up by Microsoft, we're getting Psychonauts 2, and aren't we still waiting for Beyond Good and Evil 3?
Yeah, I mean, they showed
I'm
the shit. They showed the
psyched
shit
that
off.
shit come out.
They showed it off last year. That trailer and shit with the black chick, and you know, all the dude bros like, well, she got to be black, derp derp derp, and then
I laughed at the fact that she gotta be black, and then didn't she go evil by the end of the trailer or something?
or so we thought.
No, it was something like she like kicked him or something. I don't know. It looked good, but again, like I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not hyped for it or nothing. There's nothing for me in it. I didn't like the one. I didn't like two. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Again, I'm giving some games a chance, and I'm willing to check out Psychonauts 2. How about if you haven't played them? Now, hold on. If you haven't played these sets of games and they're re-releases over and over again, are you ready to play Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga one more time?
Because I'm a sucker.
Why?
Because I'm a sucker for Lego games. Yes, I am. And I say this as somebody that still needs to 100% the Force Awakens Lego.
I mean, they're giving us all these Lego Star Wars games, including the Rise of Skywalker as the last game in the set.
Nigga, hey, Chris. I'm sitting at 75% of Jurassic Park Lego.
I mean, look, I 100% Avengers Lego, which was fun. So yeah, I mean, they got me.
And
My kid, but it's kind of funny. My kids 100%ed it on the Wii U. Yeah, my kids had Avengers on Wii U, and they crushed that shit, yeah.
That's a fun
Not
game.
Not the Avengers one, the one before Avengers.
Lego
What
Marvel.
was that?
Lego Marvel.
Lego Marvel. Yeah, Lego Marvel.
That game
yeah.
is long as
That-
shit, but it's fun.
You know what I love about that game? Like, I know, and we're going to talk about it when we come up with, the Avengers game, but I love flying around as Iron Man. That's the one thing I love more than anything in that game.
Yeah.
Swing with Spider-Man was so not fun for me. I didn't like that shit. But anyway.
so I gotta ask. So now next, speaking of playing games over and over again, how about the story that keeps on giving us the same old story time and time again? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the action RPG game.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog, because
It looked good. Hard pass.
that's gonna be a no for me because it's too. Here's the thing: how many times am I gonna sit there? Look, I like the open world aspect of it. I think it's dope. I think it's definitely an extension of what they were trying to do in Budokai and Tenkaichi and stuff, and it's very detailed. But how many times am I gonna sit there and play through the fucking sagas again? Give me Super at least. Fuck. I mean, shit. Can I get that?
We're at that point.
Now hold on. Now I already know what you're probably thinking. Asking for Super and all. More than likely DLC.
It shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't be, but because we're in this time frame of video games, it's DLC. I'm
Who has the rights? Who's making that game?
Namco Bandai, I believe.
Namco Bandai.
I don't see them doing no DLCs that's gonna wreck somebody's shit. Maybe.
I mean, I could definitely see DLC characters being dropped in. Like, hey, get Goku in his Yardrat costume or something for like $2. Or get Goku on the learning how to drive episode and rock that costume for $1.
It's like the visuals of it looks good. I saw the gameplay of it where they, show Goku and them fighting and stuff, and I was like, all right, that's pretty dope and stuff. That's fine, whatever. But at the end of the day, I just don't care much for it. So
it's still the same cell shaded graphics as before.
Uh-huh.
It's
and that's why I was like,
it's still the same graphics as Battle of Z, the Xenoverse games.
I mean, just give me some more stuff for fucking Fighter Z. Fuck it, just give me.
And then again, Chris. I say it again. It looks really good. Hard pass.
Yep.
I don't want none of it.
Now, moving on from Dragon Ball, 12 minutes. I'm interested in this game.
I'm hoping that it's not another Indigo Prophecy or something like that.
Okay. Were you like everybody? Actually, no. When I saw Blair Witch, I thought that was Indigo Prophecy first. I thought that was like a reboot of Indigo Prophecy. But no, I get what you're saying. 12 minutes. It does look like it could come off as Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's not.
I'm hoping it's not. I don't want that to happen to that game because it has an interesting premise.
Now, according to...
I will Chris on this. It got the funk of it. It has the stink of it.
Now, okay, it might have the stink of it, but I will have to put some respect on its development name because they were inspired by Stanley Kubrick. First of all, I noticed that the carpet patterning was actually from The Shining, that they used in the Overlook Hotel. And there's like a ton of inspirations from Rear Window, Memento, and Groundhog Day. So the game does run in an infinite... Well, I want to say an infinite loop, and you have to figure it out in order to beat it.
The thing is, how many different endings will it have?
That we got to figure out.
And that's what I want to know. Because it has to be more than just like 20. In my opinion. It has to be more than 20.
They did say that this game is expected to take like a single player 6 to 8 hours to complete.
That makes sense.
Anyway.
So I'm looking forward. To seeing how this game plays out. So let's move on to the big boy in the room. Gears 5.
I saw somebody really... It sounded like this person didn't play through Gears 4. That whole thing, everybody's like, oh, of course it's a woman, social justice warriors. I'm like, did you see the ending to Gears 4?
I mean, Gears set up the story for Gears 5 where Kate was going to be, she's going to be the main character, the most important character because everything pretty much fell to her by the end of the game. So all of y'all that are complaining about it, please promptly shut up and go and exit stage left because you played through the game, you saw this was coming. Why are you complaining?
Thank you.
Because they want to shove their agenda down our throat.
The only thing I don't need is some Microsoft magical BS and they somehow bring Dom back to life. I don't need that.
What, clone of Dom?
Yeah, or
Dom the third.
Dom's brother or something, and he happens to be voiced by the same guy and looks exactly like him.
First off, I'll be for that just because. But yeah,
Dom has a brother, and he hasn't been seen. He hasn't been seen or heard of. Not even Gears.
They split because Dom fucked the girl, which ended up being his wife or some shit like that.
Look, CJ, in the world of them living on a planet not Earth called Sarah, we had the Locust Horde, the Lambent, and now the Swarm. I will not have you insert some highly cerebral story plot lines into this game.
First off, I can because that's just what you do.
I'm not. No, I refuse to let you do that. Dom and his brother. Oh, Dom and his brother had split up just because of something like that.
It's like, you fucked her, man. You fucked her. Can't believe you did that, man.
I didn't do it. I treated her like a lady. I did nothing of the sort. I love you, man. And they're crying in the rain. I'm going to war. Man, don't do it. I am. And if I ever die, try to replace me.
Because war is hell.
Look for my friend. His name is Marcus. You'll get along fine. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
And besides that, I never narked on nobody.
I never narked on anybody. This is bullshit.
But no, seriously though, the game looks good. I'm looking forward to seeing what type of crazy, stupid, inventive ways you can kill the swarm this time around. I'm already calling it. Kate is going to, she's going to accept her quote unquote destiny now that she got the clear sequel baiting necklace of, hey, that necklace belonged to your belonged to your grandmother who happened to be Queen of the Locusts. Well, we know where this story is going with you. You're going to become the new Swarm Queen.
Or not. Because that would be just like you're just putting a cycle in the mix on that one.
I am putting a cycle into it because it's already the 5th game, so we're at the midpoint of what's going to now be the new trilogy. Let's really call it what it is here, CJ. They're going to make a Gear 6. We're going to get to the end of Gears 5 and it's going to lead right into Gear 6.
Fair enough.
I'm calling it right now. As of episode 1 of pressing buttons, Gears 5 is
episode 1.
Gears 5 is going to lead straight into Gears 6.
It will. It makes the most sense story-wise, man. You're right about that.
I don't think she... Because I would say the plot twist is going to probably end up being her controlling the fucking locusts and stuff like that, but I don't know about her going Locust Queen, because that would be too predictable.
It would be... Look, it'd be too predictable, but I expect no less from the Coalition, to be honest, because ever since Microsoft picked up the rights to own Gears of War and took that away from Epic, as far as storytelling goes, this is something I'm expecting from the Coalition.
Because I like Gears 4. Yeah, but I will say this about Gears 5, though. That escape mode, that's what has me in on that game.
Bruh, did y'all like seeing buffed out Joe Morton?
No bullshit.
Wait, what the fuck was that? I wish I...
It's like you took a scientist from fucking Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and he just got buffed out and shit.
He just got buffed out.
Take the screen, put it in your dick.
Yo, they took... I'm sorry. when I saw this, I was like, yo, they put Joe Morton in the game.
I mean, the premise of escape mode is pretty dope. It seems pretty straightforward.
I can't wait to play it because it's modes like this that makes me enjoy Gears, because the last time I played a mode that I really truly enjoyed was Horde mode. Horde mode was...
There's only so many times you can play Horde mode, so they had to do escape mode to...
Yeah, because once you get... because once you get all the way up to, level 50? I think it's like, back in Gears 2, it's like once you got to level 50, you were pretty much done. You get to level 50 and survive. Dude, you've had probably the best time that you've ever had with 3 people.
Yeah. I mean...
So, now that we got escape where you got to set off a bomb and escape with your life intact, I'm down for that. I'm super down for that. So, Gears 5, Gears...
playing Let's Go...
pretty much as the central Gears guy, L3 Black Geeks, I'm looking forward to playing this game. And yes, I will be picking it up on the proper PC.
Proper. Yeah, you can tell where his allegiance is at the most.
Hey, first of all, when Microsoft... First of all, when Microsoft drops a bombshell on you by saying, hey, everybody, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate... starting at $1.
Bruh, I saw that shit and I was like, oh, so Game Pass is just free. That's what we just do. We just give everything away. All right, Xbox, I got you.
You get Game Pass Ultimate, it comes with the console version, and you get Xbox Live Gold subscription, as well as, the Project xCloud gaming platform, which is going to come late this year. I mean, how could you not? How could you not want to get this? You get access to a bunch of games that used to be exclusively to the Xbox. You can play it on your computer. Why not enjoy it?
Yeah, that's true. But like I said, everything with Gears 5 is gonna be dope.
If you got the hardware for that shit, go for it, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. My hardware's still kicking. It might. I think if I try to kick it up to 1440p on some titles or 4K, it's gonna start screaming, in which I need to update my graphics card. But other than that, I'm good. I can still play a 1080p, 60 FPS games, no problem.
This nigga, master race ass.
Look,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but in the world that we live in right now, where we got these these mid console cycle refreshes and all that come out every 3 to 4 years, after the console's initial release, and they keep branding that BS idea of, oh yeah, all games can run at 1080p 60 FPS, and they clearly don't when they come out.
They clearly don't.
It still makes me look at these consoles like, what are y'all even doing? I mean, at first they tried doing that with the 360 and PS3, didn't work. They hard pressed it in Xbox One and PS4, still didn't work. So, just saying, I'm really losing faith in these consoles and the amount of stuff that they promise to us. So that's why I'm just sticking with my PC and my Switch for right now.
Promises. But yeah, you're right.
But speaking of other games, how about that Dying Light 2?
Yeah, I have not played the other Dying Lights, but it looks like a fun game series.
It looks like it's better than the first one. I'll say that much.
I mean, I thought it looked like it was the first game, but
the plot twist of it, of him being,
now he's infected.
I mean, I was like, all right, cool. That's a hell of a twist. It's a good twist.
Yeah, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do with Dying Light 2. And going back to more Lego, because apparently the world loves Legos even like more with any game, no matter what it is. How about that Horizon 4, the Lego Speed Champions, that collaboration.
Well, I mean, that's to be expected. Lego everything, and that's instant money. And they were playing Everything Is Awesome at the same time. I'm like, that's great. Yay.
So State of Decay 2 has an update.
What is the basis of State of Decay 2? Please enlighten me, because I'm really confused on the basis of it.
It's another zombie, build, fortify, run out and grab supplies in the daylight where there's less zombies, and if you go out at night, it's even more of them. It's basically all about getting a home base and fortifying it with traps and stuff to keep zombies and quote unquote bandits and other people from coming in and taking your stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Next, we got Phantasy Star Online 2, which I'm happy that's actually coming to the U.S.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm giddy as shit on that one. I'm like, yes.
I mean, everything that's been released with that game, like all the DLCs, like all the additional content, all that stuff's getting released all for free. So thank you, PSO.
I mean,
appreciate that. We got a new Tales game coming.
Yeah, that I might end up actually playing a Tales game, because I haven't played a Tales game since Tales of Symphonia.
And what about you, D? You interested in the new Tales game?
Nah, hell no.
I mean,
and I know the next big game we got is Borderlands 3.
Oh, I'm already in on
Borderlands 3 now. Here's the funny thing. I get bored with Borderlands really quickly. It's never a game meant for me. I hate the fact that I can't get into it like everybody else. I really can't.
I like it, but it's one of those you have to play the game in spurts. That is what it really comes down to.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. I will say that everything they showed has been pretty good. I can only trust half of what Gearbox say, but it looks really good, man. Everybody's been hyping up this game for a minute. This feels like it's going to be their fucking what I call their Saints Row 3, where it's like I can tell people are going to be like, the second one was better, but it was still fun. I can see a lot of people saying that about this game.
Yep.
But at the same time, everybody's been hyping this shit up. So I'll probably play it eventually because for some reason Borderlands always ends up in my hands in some type of way.
I mean, it's free on PlayStation 4, so.
Yeah, it is free right now. I just realized that. Yeah. Actually, I think I already downloaded it. I'm not going to fucking play it. I got Witcher to play anyway. I am Eris now. I have so many games on fucking back order where I need to fucking play, and my fat ass is playing.
He's gonna play it to the
PS.
Next year, we're gonna be pressing buttons. I'm like, D, did you beat Witcher yet? Fuck no, I only got past the first stage.
I ain't do shit on that game yet, but still, I always end up having Borderlands in some kind of capacity. Either I buy it or somehow it was free or some shit. I don't know, but That's all I gotta say. Because everything going on right now with their fucking with the homeboy there, who's that, Pittsburgh?
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun right now. So I can't say shit. I can't really say too much about what the fuck, how that's going to reflect the game, because right now that's got to be hurting the PR. So
Got to be.
because it ain't just fat ass Jim Sterling talking about him. It's everybody. Everybody's going on him.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever though. But yeah.
Did you guys like not Counter-Strike, aka Crossfire X?
See, I was trying to put my hand on what that really was. Yeah, it's not Counter-Strike. Yeah, you're right.
And if you guys had about $200 causing a forest fire in your back pocket, would you buy the new Elite controller?
How about no?
How about eat my ass? Like that's
$175 for an updated Elite controller.
I mean, I can buy a prostitute for $175.
I mean, I get that the controller is extremely modular and all that, but Jesus, just how much control do you need over a controller?
Doesn't suck my dick, so ergo, I'm not buying it.
I mean, come on. Like, it can't rub my back? Nothing?
Nope.
It can't say, hey, D, that was a really good game. If you can't tell me that, why the fuck I'm even going to try? Why am I going to even try? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that going to do? Is the Rumble feature that Chris? Is the Rumble feature that good, nigga?
You know what? That's the type of controller that you're gonna end up seeing like Justin Wong promote, get people to buy it on his stream and shit. Like, come on, guys, it's only $175, and if you put 20% off if you use this code, that's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah,
it's going to be a bunch of guys.
Say 10%. Hold on, say 10%. Like say 10% when you say 10% when you put in Evo Monin 37.
Basically, I mean, shit.
But no, man. I mean, for me, for all of us just starting out, God, I mean, outside of influencers and everybody that got flown out there, to promote it, everybody that's going to get paid to promote that controller, I just can't see myself walking into a store or going on Amazon and ordering that thing for that much money. Now, would I get version 1? Probably. Even if it dropped down to like $80, I might get it. I might get the first version.
Yeah,
so
I mean, at most.
So the last thing on Microsoft docket is we got teased a Project Scarlet, aka Xbox 7, Xbox, not even Xbox 720, but I really hope that they actually do call it.
I'm going to let you take that one over, because this was something that kind of had me just like, not Arthur fisting, but more like rolling my eyes like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care.
I roll my eyes too, man.
I mean, when they called this thing Project Scarlet, I'm like, okay, Microsoft, you're doing exactly what you did a year before when you announced Project Scorpio. You announced the strongest or most powerful console in the world. Your words, not mine. And it's really nothing more than just an updated Xbox One that can actually play stuff in quote-unquote native 4K. And you claim it's at 60 frames, which it might be, but the jury's still out on that one for me. The only thing that they've announced with Project Scarlet is, outside of the whole very well put together video of them just throwing us this mystery of what Scarlet is capable of. I'm sorry.
Scarlet is going to be capable of so many things. It's just going to blow your mind.
Like, the one thing they kept pressing was, we're going to have, like, Project Scarlet is going to be using, like, the latest SSD technology. Oh, you mean like what we were capable of doing with our PS3s like several years ago?
No, ours is different. It's very different.
No, I'm not even trying to be snarky or being smart about it. I'm genuinely asking that question. Like, you mean the same thing that we were able to do with any other hard drive based console that wasn't yours?
So like I said, ours is different. Okay.
I mean, to me, it's really not going to matter. Like, in the end, since they're calling for this thing to get released in the holiday season of next year. So let's see from that, between now and the holiday season of 2020. Let's see what both Nvidia and freaking AMD have to say with their processors and GPUs come out and just take a giant dump on everything.
I mean, mean, that's the unfortunate side effect of consoles, right? Because it's these are things where you just kind of sit back like you're going to end up being outdated. But like I said, most people, and it's not even, I kept saying everybody got to be PC master race, but it's kind of one of those things where I've reached that age where I'm like, yeah, this is why I'm just strictly just Sony and Nintendo, because it's like Sony has so many first party games you can't get on PC. It's like, well, I guess I can get a PlayStation 5 or whatever and stuff because they got some great games, you know. So that's where I sit at it with. But so
for me, really where it falls at is like what games you like to play. That's at the end of the day ends it all. And what really stops me from ever getting the Xbox for these last almost 15 years has been, okay, D, what games are you going to get on the Xbox that that you can't already get on PlayStation? So why the fuck you get an Xbox for only 2 games?
that's why I look at people sideways.
That's what
Because again, I'm not a console war guy. I'm just saying it's like, to me, I always sit there and say we reached the era with consoles. It just comes down to preference, but it feels like the next gen is going to come down to what does Microsoft have that's not Halo and not Gears. What happens when those games are already out? What else are you going to be playing? So
I will say they luck up from having a really solid community, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Really, when it comes to Xbox, that's really what it is. But nothing. Other than they made a lot of good announcements, but it is very noticeable. Without PlayStation being there, what's the fucking point for them?
Which, I mean,
is it just? Yeah, good for them. They got time to flex by themselves and not worry about shit.
Everything was just prelude. Everything was just prelude to 2020. Basically, that's all it really came down to.
It really feel that way. Really felt that way. Yeah. And I don't know, bro. But I like seeing Bethesda fucking drown on its own fucking urine. It's amazing.
Okay. I was just about to say,
you said drown on their own.
No, that's a good segue. I mean, since we ended off Microsoft with their stuff, let's get to the drowning elephant in the room here. Bethesda.
I've never seen a company sit there and suck the fucking consumer's dick in one move. Like, hey guys, you remember Fallout 76? Yeah, I know we fucked up, but we got multiplayer now. We got story mode. All the stuff that we should have had in the first place. That kind of shit.
Nigga.
Hold on. What was that one big announcement? The NPCs?
Yeah.
Nigga, the crowd. Yeah! Woo!
I'm like, did you guys forget Fallout 76? I'm just saying.
I'm with Jim Sterling on this. Why are you applauding? Why are you cheering for this?
Imagine if you played a Final Fantasy game and you couldn't talk to nobody. And then on the very next update, a year and a half later, here comes Square Enix. Now you can talk to NPCs. Yeah! How fucking low is the goddamn bar?
The bar is very low when you're.
Imagine that.
When you get shit, that's what you end up getting. Is that?
Wow, you cheered for them to do what's the main fucking function of fucking Fallout in the goddamn first place. You know what? Whatever. That is wow. Whatever.
Hey, yo, shout outs to Rage 2.
I mean, Rage 2, I was hearing mixed things, and I am glad that they actually got some, like, upcoming DLC stuff that's for it, but it's like, all right, cool. That's dope.
My kid wanted that. Hey, my kid wanted it now. Ugh.
And then we got Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Oh, I want Wolfenstein.
I gotta be real with you. It looks nice, but like all Wolfenstein games. Hey, D, you gonna play it? No.
I mean, I'll play it just cause, so
Man, I wouldn't mind checking out, but I mean, I got to go back and play I got to play the other Wolfenstein games that got released recently. But the only thing I was waiting on, I was just waiting for them to go ahead and drop it. I'm like, please just show me the footage. I mean, the footage you showed me last year was awesome, and I'm ready to see it again this time around with all the new, whatever new stuff you got for me. Doom Eternal looks ridiculous.
I'm all in on Doom Eternal. No bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah,
mean,
I
if you
think the,
ever
I think the launch is going to be. I think the launch is going to be a little bit janky, but it's going to be all right.
no, it's not. No, it's not because the regular like when was it Doom 2016? That game came out solid.
I think it's going to still come out solid. I just didn't think something's going to be like, never mind. Look, it's awesome.
See, it's software. They really don't screw up Doom not like that. So
Man,
I'm
look,
expecting
look.
I'm expecting this game. I'm expecting this game to come out and it's just gonna be unreal. Definitely looking forward to playing it. I really can't wait to check it out. So the game is actually going to be running on what is it, on id's in-house engine. So it's not going to run on the Unreal Engine.
Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it
Of
be?
course it is. It makes their shit just for the game, man. That's the like, you know what? Whatever. Good for them. Good for them. Because hey, it looks fucking awesome. It's ridiculous because the whole plot is basically everybody's fucking dead. What you gonna do about it?
I mean, just it's like, look, man, you just unload. I'm looking for all the inventive ways that you can kill monsters and stuff. I just can't wait, man. I can't wait to jump back
Hell
into hell.
on Earth and with the Demon Slayer. That's all it really is. It's like, all right, cool. Bet. Gotcha.
Like let's just take on Doom guy. I can't imagine a better protagonist for just going in on demons. I mean, he's just a regular dude, like no superpowers or nothing. It's just him inside of a suit ripping heads off of monsters. Just going in.
Yeah.
You know, the worst thing they'll ever do for him is give him a backstory. That would be the fucking worst thing.
I mean, because the only thing the Doomslayer is some dude that gets the armor, and that's it. That's all he really is.
Because you know the sad part about it is, because if they'll do it, it'll be just it'll go right for the same four notes. I used to have a family.
Well, you know, like how they try to do Master Chief for a hot second, like give Master Chief a backstory.
Nobody gave a shit.
It's like, hey, Mike Coulter, we love you, but we're more interested in your character than Master Chief, which is a fucking shame, because I laughed at that. I was like, man, y'all made me give a shit about fucking Mike Coulter than Master Chief. Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that a bitch, nigga?
Well,
anyway.
Oh
yeah, and also Halo is the launch title for the Scarlet.
Yeah, that was
yay, I guess.
Because that's expected. So let's move on to Ubisoft. Ubisoft. First of all, Watch Dogs Legion. What y'all think?
I like it.
I like it.
I'm mad. I already know I might be getting it.
I like it, but I hate to agree with Darkside Phil on this one. Why do I get the feeling that, yeah, you're going to be able to recruit 1 billion people, but it's going to be relegated to 5 classes of people that you could recruit? It's like, fuck, he's right.
You ain't fucking lying. Oh, yeah. Hey, the pitiful masturbator is not lying. You can really get, it's going to go be like 5 people you can get, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not even, you know what? He's giving it too much. I think it's only going to be 4.
Now, okay, all right. Again, let's see what happens.
I like
First,
it.
Hold on, hold on. Because it's Watch Dogs, how'd y'all like? Anyone who checked out all the trailers and the footage and all that good stuff that we saw, I hope you enjoy those graphics while you see it, because when the game comes out, it's gonna take a dump.
Yo, y'all think this shit is gonna be like Infamous 2 and it come out looking like, yeah.
No, D, hold on. I got you, D. Like Infamous 2 is it's gonna come out like you think it's gonna come out looking like Infamous 2, but instead it's gonna come out looking like Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox 360.
Actually, no. God, that's a terrible game. No. I was gonna say, then you think you got a good game, and boom, next you know, Mafia 3, let you do the ground.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck Mafia 3. I never got satisfied from a storyline, and at the same time, I felt like the game was just slapping its dick in my eye entire fucking time.
I still need to buy the DLCs in order to play some of the stuff on there and stuff, but yeah.
Have fun fucking and I'm done. When I beat the game, I never deleted the game so fucking fast.
I beat the game, and it's like, okay, I got the good ending, and then I got the other ending with the Irish guy took over. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get all three of the endings, man.
Now, my other question to you guys is this. Do you think we have enough Tom Clancy games coming out?
Because that's all they can lean on, man. They're riding that motherfucker hard.
I mean, we got some new stuff coming to Rainbow Six Siege. Some
Rainbow
some good
Six
stuff
with Outbreak.
Rainbow
Six
yeah,
style.
hold on. We got
Look,
some.
look,
I mean, real quick. We got some stuff for Brawlhalla, which I thought was pretty interesting. I'm happy to see that game is still being supported. But yeah, great.
Man, I love the fact that thing is, man, because my kids play that shit all the time on Switch and on the PlayStation.
But Brawlhalla, I mean, but Tom Clancy got an update from Rainbow Six Siege. Nice. Breakpoint. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, yes, with the brief presentation by John Bernthal, because let's be honest here, we can't seem to sell video games without pushing some sort of celebrity in front of them.
Yeah, because you have to do damn time.
Well, of course. I mean,
but to me, it's not going to take away. That really doesn't take away from from what I expect to play the game. I mean, I'm poking fun at that because that's like a theme with video games in this day and age. Is it's got a celebrity in it, whether celebrity voice actors, whether celebrity voice actor or voice actress. Which, by the way, hey EA, don't think that for 1 second I didn't recognize you put Forrest Whitaker in the game.
Complete with lazy eye.
They put him in the Star Wars game. Don't think I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Yo, look, that's the thing they always kill me with that, man. They have to get a fucking star in there. Like you said, like we give a shit. Let's play the goddamn game, man. Damn. You don't have to sell us on that. You got to sell us on the motherfucker. Let it be like, you know what, whatever. Fuck it. But,
now, and what y'all think of...
Breakout looks alright, man. Breakout looks alright, though.
Now, what y'all think about the Division 2 more? Division.
I like the aspect of them.
I don't care.
They basically kind of did this thing where they're doing this rollout for the Division because the Division is going to come on Netflix with a TV show, and they're doing all this extra stuff for it, and Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be it, and I'm like, okay, I guess, all right.
We got a Netflix series for the Division. I'll watch it. Screw it. I like binge watching stuff on Netflix anyway, so I'll check it out. My personal favorite takeaway from Ubisoft. I really, genuinely loved Roller Derby Rocket League. Roller Champions. I've seen games, I've seen inspiration, all right? Look, I've seen inspiration. I've seen copycats.
Inspiration comes in all shapes and sizes, guys.
It really does. This game was really nothing more. It's like someone said, let's take Rocket League and Discman or what was that other
Discman? About to say Pepsi Man, you mean?
No. I'm talking about no. Now I remember. It was either it's take Rocket League and Discman / Windjammers and throw it together and make this game, Roller Champions.
It's a cat. Put it in the shirt. Bam, it's Bubsy.
Bubsy, I quit.
I mean,
oh man, I think I'm just gonna stick to Rocket League. I mean,
that's like there's not even a yeah.
I'm just gonna stick to Rocket League. I mean, if anything, I might check it out on Twitch or something, but I don't think I'll be buying it. Did you guys since everybody else is doing it, did you like Ubisoft announcing its Uplay Plus subscription?
Yeah, please explain that, but I'm pretty sure that's a scam waiting to happen.
No. Ubisoft trying to get you. It's just Ubisoft trying to get your information again. That's all the fuck it is.
Well, because I actually had it. No, because I did have Ubisoft Play because I played that game, The Crew. I'm sorry. Ubisoft.
Look, everybody got our blood in some type of game, man. Look, man, I play Steep, man.
Look, I played Metal Gear Online. I played Metal Gear Online when Metal Gear 4 came out, so yeah, I can't talk.
All right, well, you first of all, but here's the difference. You guys just played some games. Me, I got involved with a subscription service. That's the difference.
You were invested.
That's what Uplay Plus is. Uplay Plus is the same as Uplay, but now it's Plus, much like PlayStation Plus. It's a subscription service.
Oh,
It's
that one.
It's a subscription service to its catalog of games for the PC, and which are now going to be coming later on to Google Stadia.
Because fuck that console, first off. If you buy the Google Stadia, you're a fucking idiot. Sorry.
No, you're a douchebag. No, you're a douchebag named Derek. That's who you are, man.
Douchebag.
You're the type of person that thought the Jaguar was going somewhere back in the day. That's who you are.
Yikes.
Nah,
Look, I get it. Look, guys, I get it. We don't even have to spend the extra time ragging on it. I understand Google is trying to put out its own Steam machine. I get it.
They're trying.
I get it. They're trying to put out something that even Steam gave up on years ago.
Exactly. Look, let me just say this. I think it will make perfect sense. The Google Stadia is when you walk into your friend's house, that guy's like, he makes a decent amount of money and all that, and you just see him, and he has this weird type of controller in his hand. And he's like, "Hey, you guys want to play?" Like, nah, nigga. Like, it's just like, no, I can't do that, bro.
All I got to say is this. Again, I'm not trying to throw hate or shade or nothing to the Google Stadia. All I can say is, don't become the Ouya. Just don't do it.
There'll be no hateration and toleration.
There'll be none of that from my end. I'm not hating. Just saying, don't become the Ouya. If you're even anywhere in the same realm of the Ouya, I am laughing at you hard. Because you want to talk about a console that fell harder than the Virtual Boy, the Ouya.
I mean, you bought an Ouya, you just played yourself, honestly. So
So that was Ubisoft's goofiness. All right, coin toss between Square Enix and Nintendo. Which one of y'all want to take?
Go Square Enix first. Might as well get it out the way right now.
Square Enix. First thing Square Enix throws at us. Hey everybody, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Throw it in your face.
I am of two minds about this. Now, I heard this game is going to be 2 parts.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming on 2 discs, or they're going to sell the game as like 2 separate games. Well, they're going to try to sell the game in 2 separate games. I really don't even know what's going on with that. Hopefully, we're going to get some more information at Gamescom.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it looks promising. It looks like they're really going to try to expand on a lot of things, which I'm fine with and stuff.
Y'all looking forward to...
I feel that them doing this is an experiment to see how this could possibly work.
Y'all looking forward to seeing... Well, not seeing, but y'all looking forward to playing... not even playing. Are you looking forward to spending a solid $320 for that Soldier First Class Edition that comes with the Play Arts Cloud Strife on the motorcycle?
I mean, that's better than paying $3,000 for a fucking watch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know who the fuck Square thinks they are to fucking charge that shit.
All I really got to say for that is just, please, Square, for the love of God. I mean, how many times have we seen collector's editions, like high-priced collector's editions for video games in the last 5 years that came out and they look like utter crap?
I mean, it's been a while since... I mean, what was the last Final Fantasy Special Edition they had? Because I think, did they have one for 15?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did have one for 15. You remember the Special Edition for 13?
I don't, why you remind me of that fucking game? Why? Why would you do that to me?
Because you played it, CJ.
I didn't buy the special edition because I was just like, yo.
I mean, you played the game. I'm just saying, do you remember the collector's edition?
I don't fucking remember that goddamn collector's edition. I really don't.
Well, I'm just talking about collector's edition of games in general.
Final Fantasy 12, I remember it, but I don't remember the one for 13, though.
I remember the collector's edition since this is Square Enix. I remember the Tomb Raider, the 2013 Tomb Raider collector's edition that came with the Lara Croft statue. Oh. It looked decent.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really knock it per se, so might as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock it. I mean, it actually looked like a pretty decent statue. Can't complain. All I'm just saying is just please just make the quality good. Just make the quality good.
Quality Square? What?
all that's all I'm asking for their collector's editions. I mean, it's $320, which is why I'm skeptical and and very very anxious about 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 swiping the card on something like that, because I do remember one collector's edition. This is one. It's not from Square Enix, but it was from the guys that released Sonic Mania. Now, for $100, you could have got the Sonic Mania where it came with it came with the statue of Sonic standing on a Sega Genesis, the original Model 1 Genesis. The problem is that the quality of that thing was utter crap and was not worth the $100 that they wanted you to spend on it. I've actually seen people return it. That's how bad that collector's edition was. People legitimately returned it.
I mean, speaking of which, Sonic Mania is free on PlayStation Plus, FYI, folks. Just putting that out there.
It's definitely a fun game to get on the Switch. I really want.
But yeah, they really went full tilt on the Final Fantasy stuff. So like I said, I'm excited, but at the same time,
were you excited to see Tifa's reveal?
Well, all the guys sitting up there fucking being pissed because she doesn't have like the fucking
the uber boob.
The uber boobs, and she's wearing leggings instead of showing her bare legs because real women got to show bare legs. I'm like, dude, you're a guy. Like, I actually like the redesign. I don't know why everybody's like.
They already unveiled the redesign like a month or two before E3 even kicked off. I mean, granted, it was a drawing. But
I mean, the only thing I wish is that they went with the Advent Children aesthetic for it. But I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean,
see me, I didn't want to, because since this is supposed to be the story before Advent Children.
I know that. I was just kind of like I like that design and stuff a little bit. So I know that's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Her look in Advent Children is nice. It is a nice look, but nah, man, you got to give me. You got to give me the freaking hot pants and like a tank top. I mean, I need that.
Yeah. So
it's classic Tifa. I need that in my life. But I was happy to see how she performs in the game, and I'm gonna have to go along with R Kappa and the rest of and everybody else that's clamoring for it on SRK. I think it's time that we put Tifa in Tekken 7.
I'm surprised she wasn't already in Tekken 7, but I mean,
a lot of people felt like she should have been in the game instead of Noctis, because that would have worked. I'd have loved to see some nice combos come from her, but oh well. I mean, maybe we might see it in season 3 or 4 of Tekken 7 if that's still a thing. So, how about that? So that's Final Fantasy 7. Now, how about the Kingdom Hearts 3?
I knew that was happening. If folks listen to our Kingdom Hearts episode and stuff, we kind of knew they were doing DLC anyway. So at this point, it's a case of like, all right. Let's see what you're going to do, Square, with Kingdom Hearts 3, because like I said, I was kind of like very iffy about the game. I enjoyed it for what it was, but they did a lot of like story things that I wasn't a huge fan of. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm glad that they're continuing with the DLC for it and stuff. I mean, to be honest. So
I still haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, I know I need to get my hands on it, and eventually when I do get a PS4, I'll get it. But the one thing I'm disappointed on was I heard there was like a severe lack of Final Fantasy in Kingdom Hearts 3. It was more
focused more on the Disney stuff, which, like I said, I'm fine with, but it's kind of like it feels like they were just an afterthought, so to speak. So it's like, all right, fine, yeah. I get it.
Speaking of Final Fantasy 8 gets a remaster.
Yeah, I mean, to be expected.
That's nice, I suppose. Not really.
You say it nice, I suppose. Like,
I mean, because I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy 8. I think the characters look cool. That's pretty much where you stop me on it. I really got nothing for that game. I'm not a fan of the battle system. I'm definitely not a fan of the junction. Not a fan of that card system.
Who isn't a fan of the fucking junction? I could speaking to the choir here on that one, dog.
I mean, whoever liked that, I personally feel like you have no soul.
Yeah. I mean, clearly they don't have a soul. That's. I mean,
seriously, you have no soul. You're a good guy doll in my eyes.
I'm a good guy doll. I mean, yeah, true.
Now, yeah, I'm happy that Final Fantasy 8 got its remake for I think what is it supposed to be coming to the Switch and like all platforms, which is nice.
Yeah, I believe so.
Last Remnant got a remaster.
Which I laughed at how much to like no fanfare that the game got, considering like that actually was an interesting game, but like I only played a little bit of it, but I don't know. It was just kind of funny how a lot of people were just like, "Oh, Last Remnant, that's a game. I'm surprised
Yeah,
they
like
do."
it was like Last Remnant. Hey, I remember you. Okay,
Yeah,
what's the next game?
yeah. So,
And Octopath Traveler's coming to PC. Nice.
yay, I can finally play
Okay.
it.
But I think I'm still going to play it on the Switch because, again, it's one of those games. It's one of those games that feels good to just
I mean,
take.
it's OG RPG, so it is something you do want to take with you on the go.
But now let's get to the big boy of Square Enix, Marvel's Avengers. Man, oh man, have I not seen so much hate for the announcement of the game?
It's twofold. One, people forget that now a lot of it has to do with folks sitting up there assuming that, well, how come they don't look like the movies? Number one, that's been a staple for video game movies for a while. For video game, like based off of comic book movies and comic books, period, they never base it off the movie characters. It's never been a thing. So that's one. Two, did folks forget that when MK came out, I think for a news MK was it MK11, when they showed the early thing of MK11, the character designs were not that great.
Right.
So there's room for improvement for this game. There is. I mean, so I don't know why people are like losing their fucking minds. I'm like, oh, the character design. I mean, don't get it twisted. Get them jokes off and stuff. I mean, Captain America does look a bit lacking, So
yeah, but at the same time, it's a Square Enix game. Just,
gameplay looks dope. Don't get it twisted.
The gameplay looks interesting. I'm willing to try it out. I want to play it, but God, y'all giving this much? I mean, y'all putting this much anger and stuff into this game? Because you know what I loved? I loved all the memes about Marvel's Avengers. My favorite meme was Deus Ex. Yeah, Deus Ex died for this.
Oh boy.
Let's be real. Let's really be real here. Y'all hated y'all hated Deus Ex. Augment your pre-order.
Look, that game was destined to be on the deathbed with all the shit that they had going on. So yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Since they did say that this is an original story, and let's be real, depending on the sales of this game and how good it does, we might get a Marvel, I mean, I guess an Avengers game universe.
I mean, they referenced this stuff in Spider-Man. People forget the Spider-Man PS4 game referenced a lot of stuff from Avengers. We had Avengers Tower. So, I mean, their Taskmaster says, I fought the Avengers and blah, blah, blah and stuff. So, I mean, a lot of references and stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, put it this way, the game's going to be great, personally. So, I
think so too.
I don't inherently have a problem with it. Like I said, I'm curious to see how everything fucking pans out with the way the gameplay system is from what little I've seen of it. And I've seen, I think somebody, I think it might not be an IGN. It might have been GameSpot. They were talking about the gameplay of it and stuff. And I mean, like I said, the gameplay looks like it could be good. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how, and also if the RPG elements are actually as great as advertised. That's the other aspect of it. So
how about Dragon Quest 11. That we got a new Dragon Quest game coming.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still need to be 14. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So we got that, and if you're a fan of any of the Mana games, we got the Mana collection coming, the Secret of Mana collection.
I mean, I'm buying it. I'm not even gonna sit there and act like I'm not.
I mean, I might just pick it up just to add it to my Nintendo collection. So there's that. But yeah, Square Enix had a decent show.
Final Fantasy is the one they had to stick the landing on. If you're gonna be real about this.
Okay.
If we're gonna be real, they had to stick the landing on that one, and they did. Everybody's gonna buy Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's that. So there's nothing to really sit there and go in with Square Enix. They did their job. They did what they're supposed to do, and then that's it. So
true. So I guess that's
Nintendo time.
Yeah, let's get to Nintendo. Super freaking Smash Brothers. New characters. We got Banjo Kazooie is finally in the game.
Banjo Kazooie and the Dragon Quest characters are essentially going to be the characters in Smash, and everybody lost their mind because Banjo Kazooie was the games were the characters that should have been in Smash from Jump. I mean, people have been asking that since what, Melee?
Yeah, people have been asking for Banjo. Actually, I would say people have been asking for Banjo Kazooie since Smash for Wii U.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, I'm interested in it. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. And like I said, I'm getting a Switch at some point, so that's going to be probably the reason why I'll probably end up copping Smash anyway. So
yeah, you need to go ahead and get on. You need to go ahead and get on it, man.
I thought they were going to announce something with the new Switch. I'm a little disappointed on that end.
I don't know why people were really expecting anything. I mean, unless they announced the Switch that came with a better battery, I really don't see anything that really needs to be, improved or added for the Switch. I mean, if they try to make it bigger, that'd be a genuine surprise. But only thing I could really see them doing with the Switch is making the battery last a lot longer. Because that's the only real Achilles heel of the Switch is just the battery kind of sucks. Like, you have to carry around a power bank.
Yeah, that battery is kind of, shit. No, you get 4 good hours with that thing before it just starts to get hot and just ready to pass out.
I mean, the battery consumption on the Switch is more like the and it's really game dependent too. So, depending on the type of game you're playing, like if you're playing a real resource heavy game like Smash, then yeah, you're going to get some hours out of it. Pretty much any first party title is going to just suck up battery juice.
It's like, what was that? So
I'm looking forward.
I play Mario Kart. Yeah.
Now me, I'm really, really genuinely looking forward to Luigi's Mansion 3.
You know what? I am very interested in that game. I think Luigi, that's always been the character that everybody's like, oh, Luigi gets shitted on all the time. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Luigi's Mansion they've always been
the one thing they already looked at. They showed that they improved on.
I mean, well, this time he's in a hotel. I forgot he's not in the mansion anymore. So
he's not. Oh, but it's not just any hotel. It's the hotel from Mario Odyssey.
Ah, see, that's how they get you on that one.
They actually made a horror version of the hotel from Mario Odyssey, from New Donk. Because I would not be surprised if, what's her name? If Daisy shows up and she's somewhere in the game. Because if I'm not, I could have sworn she was actually in the video footage that they shown. I gotta look at it again, but I do believe.
I should ask you guys.
What?
I should ask you guys, when do you see the countdown on when Nintendo is going to end up snatching up Bowsette as a thing?
I can see that happening probably within a couple of years.
I mean, because that was always something to me. I'm like, I'm surprised it didn't pop up in this E3.
That's never going to happen. They're
going to try to do Bowsette.
Never going to happen.
No, I will laugh the next Mario game they're going to throw in some kind of nod to Bowsette.
It's like, guys, you love Bowsette, right?
No, see, that's the thing. The way they're going to do it, they're not going to announce it. They're just going to show it. They're going to show it in the game, and that's going to be it. And then after they show it, then they talk about it. So as you can see, we understand you really like the female version of Bowser. So this time around, we have a character that we named Bowsette.
And have fun, guys.
And then watch the internet just go complete and utter donkey balls over it.
It is what it is. I mean, Nintendo did come with the hard hits, but we're also talking...
I was going to say, how about that Link's Awakening?
I'm buying that. That's another one. I beat Link's Awakening and Link's Awakening DX, and those are probably... those are the type of Zelda games I've beaten and stuff that I enjoy more so than the 3D ones, even though I beat Majora's Mask and, Ocarina of Time. But, I never bought the one on the Wii. What was the one that was on the Wii?
God, what was it? Not Link's Awakening. God, I just said Link's Awakening. It was
the one with the wolf, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I never bought Twilight Princess. You know, because I know the Wii had like Twilight Princess. They had I forgot the other one.
There was Twilight Princess, and then there was that other one with Toon Link, the one where you're pretty much in the water the whole time.
Yeah. I forgot the name of it. Ah, shit. Um, trying to think, what was the name of it? Fuck.
I'm trying to remember because there was a lot of there's been a lot of Zelda games that came out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Wind Waker. You think
Yeah,
of
Wind Waker. Yeah, Wind Waker. That was the other one. So, I mean, I'm gonna buy Link's. I'm gonna buy Link's Awakening. That's
Dude, and how about Contra Road Corps?
I'm mixed on that because the animation is a bit wonky to me.
But what about the Contra Collection? Contra Collection on Switch looks really nice.
I mean,
It goes right. It goes right there in there with the collection of mana. So you got the Secret of Mana collection. You got the Contra collection.
Contra is like one of those things, kind of like Castlevania, where I want to love it, and it's like, all right, I guess I'll get it because it's fucking Contra.
Dude,
Why not?
we're getting. Look, first of all, we got the Castlevania. Was it Castlevania the Dracula X collection that came with Rondo of Blood? Then we got and I'm happy because Panzer Dragoon is back.
Dude, when they showed Panzer Dragoon, I was like hype as shit. I was like, yo, that's dope. Thank you.
I was like, thank you. We needed a game. Like, take it back to what it originally was on the Saturn. That game was too much fun. And then they hit us with the power hitter of Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Which, a little bit of controversy with that one because apparently you can't transfer your Pokemon from the older games because they're really trying to emphasize a lot of certain things with it. Now, I don't know if they're going to do the Pokemon Bank like the Black and White did or X, Y, and Z did and stuff, but we'll see because I know I hoard out the Pokemon Bank with that game because I was like, yo, I'm trying to beat this game so I can move on, and yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, they're really emphasizing a lot of the stuff with they're really trying to emphasize a lot of stuff with the Wii because it looks like Pokemon Go is really kind of leaning heavily, to which I'm like, what do you guys think is going to be the next, like, handheld for Nintendo?
The next handheld? I mean, the Switch is pretty much that.
Well, I'm saying, like, because I know they said now, I did like the announcement of them saying they're not jumping to next gen just yet.
I mean, I still believe that they're going to, if anything, they should hold on to the Switch for as long as they can. Like, I don't want a repeat of what happened with the Wii U, and now the Switch. I mean, because let's be real. The Switch was Nintendo's apology for the Wii U.
It's like, we're so sorry, guys. We fucked up.
I mean, why do you think they ported a good chunk of their games from the Wii U? I would say all of their first-party titles that sold the most, they ported them over to the Switch.
True. I mean, that was to be expected anyway, so, yeah.
I mean, I get it. When they unveiled what the Switch looked like, they said, yeah, this is what we looked at our entire history of Nintendo systems, like everything that we've made, from the very beginning of our existence all the way up until the Wii U, and this is how the Switch came to be.
Yeah.
Which was smart, Sometimes you got to go back to the beginning to see where you can improve.
From the beginning.
We got the Resident Evil collection, Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 all on Switch. No More Heroes 3 is coming.
No More Heroes 3 is where I was like, yo, this is going to be dope because I bought the original Wii for No More Heroes and No More Heroes 2, so...
Did you also, I got to ask you, did you also like the announcement of Cadence of Hyrule?
That's going to be a great game.
It's like you play like this original character, but I'm hearing all these cues from Zelda games. I'm like, is this a Zelda game? And it was called Cadence of Hyrule. Like, I thought that looked interesting. I wouldn't mind checking that out.
The gameplay looks, it looks like I said again, it's another Zelda game. What can you do? Everybody, they pretty much, Nintendo has everybody's by the balls when it comes to Zelda games. So,
yeah. And just in case you weren't ready, you got the game to get you ready for it. Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympic Games.
To which I don't give two fucks because I never cared about those games.
And then, and if you didn't care
Sorry,
about
not
that,
sorry.
and if you don't care about that, you got Animal Crossing New Horizons. Again, crickets.
Yeah, I don't care about Animal Crossing. Never did.
I mean, again, I get it. I get people like the game. I think it's all right. It's just not the game for me. The game I am super, oh my god, looking forward to is Astral Chain.
And okay, so Astral Chain is based off of what? Because I missed that.
It's not okay. For one thing, it's not based off of anything. It is the action game that is developed by Platinum Games for the Switch, and
To which I say, shut up and take my money now.
Yep, it's directed by the guy who previously was the lead game designer for Nier Automata, and it's under the supervision of Hideki Kamiya.
And again, they got my money now.
Yeah, when they showed off the footage, I said, "Well, I know what game I'm getting when we come back from San Diego, August 30th. This game drops. I am picking that up."
And that is that.
Like, this is another good game that's under Platinum Studios. That's under Platinum Studios belt, and I will be getting it.
Because Platinum Studios equals quality to a point, you know.
It really does. It really does. It's just stupid hack and slash fun that you can just enjoy. You know you're going to have a solid game. And then, of course, last but not least, we are getting a sequel to Breath of the Wild.
You know what? I was not too fond of Breath of the Wild in terms of its gameplay being like this, like, oh, the weapons basically can degrade and all that stuff. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, where you have to constantly, like you constantly have to, like, fix your weapons and make sure that they don't break.
You know, so, I mean, it's like, what did you want me to do? Degrade? Like, oh, man, my weapons degrade, yay. And I think a lot of people were kind of pissed off about that aspect of it, too, because it's like, that's what you're giving us, is basically degraded weapons. I can't do anything else, and this is what I'm stuck with. So
So with all of that, with everything that we just went over for this year's E3, what's your feelings for E3 of 2019? How did you really feel about it?
Okay, so here's my thing about E3. E3 turned into to me, E3 was one of those things where, one, Sony wasn't there, so it felt a little empty. Two, Nintendo was the only one that, to me, came there to play. Square Enix came to play to an extent as well, but it felt like this was just the prelude to 2020, where we're going to get all those hard-hitting things. Now, to me, what was interesting is it got a lot of people talking about what's E3's place in terms of being important. And I think, like I said, to me, once E3 started letting everybody in, they kind of lost the luster of it being this, like, important game, place to go and check out, games and stuff.
I mean, I can understand that, like, the lack of Sony, it does make you feel that way, but I can completely understand why Sony feels that way, because for them to unveil the stuff, like, for them to unveil their stuff in June, when they already have their major trade show, which is Tokyo Game Show, in September, it's like, what's really the point?
Yeah.
That's why they hosted in February. So for anything that they want to announce in America, they can announce it in February for their own Sony PlayStation experience. Because trust me, the same stuff that, like, while I was in Japan, the same stuff that you guys was hearing about in E3, it was the exact same stuff that they announced at Tokyo Game Show.
Nothing new.
Like, nothing new. It's just everything was in Japanese. I
think this year's E3, I would say this. Well, it could have been just the fact that I could say that last year I was actually kind of into it last year. This is better than the last couple of years. Not really. You know, it is the emptiness of PlayStation, but it does bring up a lot of uncertainty about just not how big it is, but how long is this thing going to keep going? Just period. It feels kind of weird right now. I think they can still pull off like a weekend type of thing where that's like the big gaming weekend, and it's more for the developers, less so the platformers. You know what I mean? It's more of a big day for developers, in my opinion. But at the same time, you know how that go. You know how that goes. I can separate because I know it like ain't Take Two trying to do their own thing or something like that. I don't know,
Take
but
Two was trying to
It's
do something, but I mean,
it's gonna come down
yeah,
to a point where everybody's gonna be trying to do something. Like
exactly. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm really trying to say. It feels like it's just going to come to that point anyway. I think E3 is in no danger for the next couple of years, but they need to start making some moves now to keep making this a thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think they're fine for a while, but there's trouble coming up, and hopefully they can manage.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I hear something about. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I hear something about. You know what? All these games that you know, like all these companies, they're all doing their own thing, and at this point, E3 is out of the picture.
Yeah,
I mean,
Because soon enough, it's gonna get to a point where it's it's gonna get to a point where it's nothing but parties, concerts, and indie games.
yeah. It really feels like it's just really feels like it's just a AAA publishers whacking themselves off more than anybody during that weekend. You know what I mean? It's more for them than anything else, man. And even they can't keep doing this every year.
They can't. And I think it's actually kind of good for them to not go to every single trade show event because that puts a lot of stress on the developers that are trying to make the games because they got to turn it
Exactly.
something. They got to turn it something just to show it to people. And when you got nothing, you just got everybody walking away from the event angry.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
yeah. So, tis is what it is.
Well, that's E3, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Time out for a second. Gotta talk about this because I'm looking at Activision on this shit. So why is it that Activision is trying oh so hard to be like we're trying to make Call of Duty so realistic? It's like guys, like you're trying hard, too goddamn hard to make it realistic instead of just making a good game.
Somebody said out there in the school of thought where it's good that they have um that type of drive to always go forward like that because Call of Duty in its own respects does kind of grow. They do try to do different things and shit like that. Sometimes it work and sometimes it's like that didn't do nothing at all. So they do kind of keep pushing themselves to try to do more. So that's good in that respect. In the other respect, it's like you don't have to. You don't know how simple your fucking game is. You don't gotta do half that shit, man.
Yeah.
But remember the big reveal they showed, not the big reveal, but the little thing with Captain Price and all that. You know what? My kids saw that and it was so funny. They was like, wait a minute, because they just saw Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and they was like, wait, Dad, you already got that game. My 7-year-old just yells that out. My 10-year-old was like, why do they call it Modern Warfare?
Well, son, funny story.
Well, son, it's a story about how Activision, you kind of can't blame them.
Because clearly Future Warfare and all this other shit didn't fucking pan out, so it's like,
You
alright.
know what? It sounds stupid. Go for it. And you know what? It's one of the few things with Activision I can't even blame them for on that one. That's the best way. And yeah, put Captain Price everywhere. Put that cigar smoking Englishman everywhere. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Remind them of their days. But yeah. So I guess that's it, man.
Yeah, that was it. So, with that in mind, yeah, catch you guys on the flip side for the next episode, whenever that is.
I think the next time, we already talked about Sonic. I can imagine us talking about Sonic again at some later time. I know we talked about a lot of the other different shit, like I know you and me, Chris. I wanted to talk about Yakuza.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you good.
Yeah, I know you and me. Like I said, I know you and me. We want to talk about Yakuza. I know Eris wants to go into. God, you know what? I would love for all three of us to talk about Brave Fencer Musashi because I know we all got a story behind that somehow. Because that took on our young weeaboo days. I don't know about you.
It definitely did for me. Can I also bring up something that I was very surprised not to hear about at E3 this year? No new fighting games for the FGC.
Eh.
No, no.
I mean, did you really expect that? I didn't.
I mean, I was expecting something. Just, a hint or a clue. Nothing. There was nothing this year.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
I think
It's
but you know
Capcom.
what?
I mean, the
That's
only
what,
thing they had was the new Monster Hunter Ice World shit, and that was
Which,
it.
by the
So,
way,
oh,
we need to talk about that real quick. New Monster Hunter, the new was the expansion for Monster Hunter Iceborne looks insane.
I'm sure it is. Like I said,
I'm, I'm definitely looking forward to playing that.
yeah.
all
So
right. Well, yeah, like I said. Anyway, I guess that's it. Well, I guess that's it. Like I said, we'll think of the next episode because I know Eris really wants to. Like I said, I know Eris got like I don't know. We talk about individual games or because when we talk about retro games, I don't want it to sound like everybody else. I was 5 years old in my underwear playing Double Dragon with my big brother. Nobody gives a shit about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't
yeah,
want us to really rain that on, especially when we talk about these retro games. You know what I mean? I really don't want us to really do that because, and with a lot of them, they there's no fucking plot to them. God forgive them, it's motherfucking Nintendo, nigga. But there's nothing really for us to go on. So I don't want us to repeat what everybody else repeats, and that's how Three Black Geeks need to be anyway. We don't repeat what everybody else says, unless that movie did really fucking suck.
yeah.
That's yeah. So next time you're here, you like so. Until then, we still pressing buttons because nobody told me how to do this motherfucking move.